Pizza lovers and business fanatics, you ready for this?
Always ready for some cheesy goodness.
Today's deep dive is a spicy one. We're talking Fireway Pizza.
Yeah.
UK company absolutely exploding internationally.
I've seen this. From one shop to like, what, 60 million pounds? Crazy.
60 million.
Yeah.
In 6 years.
Wild.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But we're digging deeper than just the numbers here.
Of course. Gotta learn how they did it. Right.
Right. What can we actually learn from the founder, Mario Aleppo? What can we apply to our own goals, our own journeys? That's what we are looking for.
That's the real magic, right? You know, anybody listening, whether you're an entrepreneur or just love pizza or just like a good rags to riches story, you're going to find something in Mario's story. It's seriously inspiring.
Speaking of inspiring, before Fireway Pizza even existed,
Before the empire.
Mario actually tried to open a coffee shop.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Let's just say it didn't brew up a fortune.
You know what, though? I will say this about Mario. What's so cool is he doesn't look at that as failure. He really reframed it as an investment.
Yeah.
He says that experience taught him more about business than any textbook ever could, which I love that perspective.
Totally. Turning a business fumble into a crash course in entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
And speaking of unexpected, turns the story of how he found that first Fireway Pizza location is crazy.
Tell me about it.
Pure serendipity.
Is that the one where he just, like, walked past a for rent sign?
Yeah. He saw the for rent sign on a rundown shop, thought, why not? The rest is history.
And history was made.
History was made.
Right.
But here's what's wild.
Okay.
Back then, setting up that first shop only cost him about 30,000 pounds. Today, that same setup, you're looking at 5 times that easy.
Easily. The market's just exploded. It's crazy.
He got in at the ground floor, which, brilliant move for any entrepreneur.
Oh, for sure. Timing is huge, especially in a market like that that's growing so fast. Securing that prime location at a lower cost, it's a massive advantage. They could build a really strong foundation without this massive overhead that so many new businesses have hanging over their heads.
Exactly. And build, he did. But here's the thing. Instead of slowly expanding one pizzeria at a time, he went big and he went fast.
How'd he do that?
Franchising.
Smart.
Which has been a cornerstone of Fireway's rapid growth.
Franchising is super interesting. It's essentially a systematized approach to expansion, right?
Right.
So Mario created the blueprint, the recipes, the branding, the way they run things operationally, and then lets other people buy into that.
Right. So instead of owning like all 150 plus locations now,
Which would be insane.
it would be insane.
Yeah.
He's built this network of franchisees who each own and operate their own Fireway Pizza,
Following his formula.
following his proven formula.
Which is interesting because, you know, you're essentially handing over day-to-day control. You're still the big picture brand person, but you're not in the weeds every day, which is smart.
Right. It's not just, here's a pizza paddle, good luck.
Right. Exactly.
You need good systems.
The support is crucial. And it seems like they've nailed that part too. You don't get that kind of growth without solid support.
Exactly. But you need more than a good system for a franchise to be successful.
Sure.
You need a brand that's impossible to ignore.
100%. And Fireway.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It's bold. I mean, you see that orange and, you know.
It's like, bam, Fireway.
Exactly. From the pizza boxes to the staff uniforms.
Yeah.
I mean, even his Lamborghini Urus.
No way.
Yeah. It's that Fireway orange.
So smart. Talk about a visual.
It's like a Fireway Pizza billboard on wheels.
Totally. But their strategy goes beyond just like a catchy color, right?
Right.
They've created a whole vibe, an experience. You feel it through their marketing.
They're not just relying on the same old pizza coupons and flyers that everybody else is doing. Remember that story with the crane?
Oh, yeah. How could you forget that?
It's insane.
Talk about turning an accident into marketing gold.
Marketing gold. I mean, come on. The image of him stuck in his car being towed away, it's gold.
It's so good. And it fits their brand. That bold, kind of crazy thing, you know?
Totally. It's like they understand that people want to be entertained.
More than just like buy our product, you know?
More than just sold to. It's got to be fun. And they keep finding fresh and surprising ways to do that. I mean, partnering with the Arsenal fan channel for customers, like what?
Genius. Who thinks of that?
That's thinking outside the box. Or the shop opening where they fill the entire place with basil plants.
Oh my gosh, I remember seeing that. The pictures were everywhere.
The smell.
The smell.
That's like genius marketing moves that aren't just random, they're targeted.
Yeah, they tap into the Arsenal fans. They're thinking about the senses with the basil smell.
Yeah.
It's next level.
And sponsoring local sports teams like crazy.
Smart. Community engagement.
They've cracked the code. But let's be real. We can talk branding all day, but
It means nothing if the pizza's not good.
Exactly.
Right.
So let's talk about the pizza itself.
Okay, so this is where Mario's dedication to quality really comes through.
Yeah.
Remember, he talks about their special recipe, the one from Naples passed down through the family.
Yeah.
It's not just marketing.
Right.
It's the core of everything.
It's a foundation.
Yeah.
And they take it seriously. They built their own warehouse to manage the entire supply chain. They get ingredients straight from Italy for that authentic taste. And here's the key. Every single restaurant uses the same recipe.
Consistency, that's so huge, especially with franchises. You know people want that same experience no matter where they are.
Exactly. That's what they've done. Vertical integration is what it's called, right?
Yep. Controlling every step of the process. Genius. That's how you guarantee that a Fireway pizza in London tastes exactly like a Fireway pizza in Manchester.
It's a system built for success, from the dough to the delivery. But even with the best systems in place, there's always going to be hiccups along the way.
Right. Oh, 100%.
And Mario was pretty open about their challenges, like staffing.
Right. Which makes sense, especially with that fast growth. Finding good people is tough.
Finding good people is tough.
And then in the restaurant industry, it's even harder. Experienced pizza chefs, good luck.
Right. Their solution.
Okay.
They open their own training center.
Brilliant.
Genius. Talk about controlling the problem.
Take charge. Create your own solution. I love that.
And then on top of staffing, there's just logistical stuff that comes up. Remember the leaky roof story?
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
Classic example of those little things that can turn into big expenses.
It's a good reminder for everybody listening that you have to plan even when things are moving fast. Due diligence is key.
It's a good reminder that even with a good plan, you've got to expect the unexpected. And what I like about Mario's perspective is that he doesn't shy away from those mistakes. He owns them.
Which is so important.
Sees them as learning opportunities.
So much healthier. Entrepreneurship is a roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster.
You're going to have ups and downs, but it's about how you handle them.
You've got to be able to roll with those punches.
100%.
But when we take a step back and look at this whole thing, it's really inspiring.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he took a 25,000-pound loan and turned it into a 60 million pound business.
In 6 years. It's unheard of.
It's unheard of. It just shows you what you can do with passion, strategy, and a lot of hustle.
You got to have the hustle.
You got to have the hustle, but also that resilience that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like he had that coffee shop failure.
Right. And that could have been it for some people.
Exactly.
They would have been like, that's it. I'm done with entrepreneurship. I'm out.
It's not for me.
Not for me, but not him. He took that and came back stronger. And that's huge.
It's a huge lesson. So as we're wrapping up this deep dive into the world of Fireway Pizza.
And by the way, amazing pizza.
Amazing pizza. If you haven't tried it, stop what you're doing, go get some.
Serious.
But here's something to think about. If a pizza place can become a global brand that fast,
Global.
in 6 years, imagine what you could achieve, whatever your thing is,
It's true.
whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is. It's about thinking big, starting small, and having the courage to just go for it.
That's the thing, right? It
Yeah.
always starts with an idea. But you have to actually do something. Take that first step.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to fail. Learn from it,
Like Mario did.
like Mario did. And who knows, maybe in 6 years we'll be doing a deep dive on your company.
From this kitchen table to global domination.
You never know. That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that entrepreneurial fire burning.
We'll catch you next time.